Alright, people, it's been a few days. I want to get a few more days out of this Philly franchise. To date this, at least those who watch on Twitch know, to date this, we are like 9.5 days out. 9 days out or so from the trade deadline, which means once the deadline's done, we'll be looking to start up a new franchise at that point. So I want to get a little bit more time out of this one before all the crazy, crazy moves. Gym Class, it's good to see you as well. We are in the re-sign phase, and it's been a couple of days since we played because, yeah, again, fucking got hacked. It was weird. Let's see what we got. Russell Anderson. Come on down. Sign him up, why not? Oh, that's right, I remember now. We got rid of Carter Hart. We got rid of some people. We also traded for Drew Dowd. Okay. I remember now. I remember everything that happened. I remember. Whew. I mean, AJ, not a bad idea. It's a lot of work, though. TJ Brody, we're going to get rid of as a veteran. Mills on the 29.
Jeez. Highly
Mills.
Unnecessary.
Thank you very much, sir. How are you tonight?
The ball game for ruining a good piece of pizza.
Thank you for supporting my face. All right, we got decisions to make. Andre gets qualified. Mason Millman gets qualified. The 25-year-olds I'm not so certain of, although Berglund has been fantastic. We'll have to make choices there. For UFAs, I'd love to sign Tam Gislason, but he's 22 already and has a god-awful potential. Same for Christopoulos, Sedley, Bentham. Yeah, basically all these guys with the intentional, like, we know they're going to suck, but let's take them anyway picks. So we will not sign them. Right-hand side, Cam Atkinson. I hate to say it. Sorry to one sniping score in the chat. The biggest Cam Atkinson fan there is. I think it's time for Cam to go. I think he's well, maybe not. Qualified Ligare. Again, the 25-year-olds we're holding off on. Let's sign Medvedev. You know, Christopoulos is a high AHL. Let's go for him for the hell of it. Why not? Kravchenko looking like a beast. We'll come back to Atkinson. We'll come back. AJ probably, yes. Left wing side. Morin, we don't know if we're going to sign yet. Denoyer needs to be qualified. We're going to get rid of Stringer. Again, the potential's just not good enough. Sutton, not bad. Johnston's got to go. Can keep Cullen. He has a half-decent potential. Cameron Foote is kinda garbo. And at center, we got to qualify Forster and Rossi. Berkeley Caton also still there. Wisdom needs to be qualified. McCallum can go. Alright, Sim 4 today here. And hopefully we're looking okay. So, goalie-wise, all expiring, nobody. For the defense, got to figure out what to do with these RFAs. The 25-year-olds who aren't likely to get that much better. But someone like Victor Berglund was pretty good last year. And he wants to get paid like it too. Which isn't the end of the world. And then forward-wise, got to make a decision on Atkinson and the other 25-year-olds. All those guys can go. Interesting. Oh, boy. Let me look at the forwards really quickly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we have room for Cam Atkinson. We have so many young guys on this roster right now. We don't. We don't have room for the Atkinson. I hate to let go of them. Cam will be gone. Cody Clark, Elvin S. All those guys are going. We always get the birds chirping. Always. And defensively, Chisholm had a great season in the AHL, but these guys are just third pair guys, even Wyatt Wiley. And I think we got to aim a little bit higher than that. Although, 2, 3. Millman will be there, probably 4. Andre could be the 5th. Yeah, we got to leave the space for guys who might get better. We're going to get a lot of decent amount of these guys go, for sure. I'm kind of obsessed with Legends Arceus. Got both that and Brilliant Diamond, and I've yet to start it. I enjoyed Brilliant Diamond quite a bit. Legends Arceus, unfortunately, I started it. I got about like an hour and a half in, and just kind of burned out on it because it was way too close to the re-release. That was my biggest issue, and why I'm like, I don't really know if I'm going to play it on stream, is because I want to play it, but it just released way too close. Way too close to the re-release. It was just Pokemon overload. So I'll probably go back to it. Thought about it over the past couple of days, actually. Whether online or off. Alright. I need to... What am I looking for? Staff management. Yeah, I know, and then there's a new one coming out this year, which is ridiculous. So, like I said, Pokemon overload. Let's see what we can do. AJ, I haven't put any thought into it. Let's see if we can sign Mr. Bernie Ginnon. Let's go for Christopher Chow. Or a Beaufait. And for Scouts, let's get rid of the garbage. Scouting department's looking pretty good. Mr. Dimmadome, how are you? Sign DuPont. We'll sign Camilla Prince. And we should be okay. So, who's out there for free agency? I guess first and foremost, what do we need? What do we need in free agency? Because we have all of the cap space in the world. Ka-chow equals Lightning McQueen. You're not wrong. You could argue, I mean, cybersecurity is a fun adventure, isn't it? We could look at a good goalie, or we could look at AHL starter and AHL depth. Defensively, we have, let's get a look at this. So we have Ellis on the right. Mr. Sergachev, what's going on? Let's see, we got Ellis and Pellick. We have Drew Doughty, who is getting worse. Oh, that meme signing. Millman can play the left. And then Emile Andre can also play the left. So a right-handed shot would be pretty welcome. And then forward-wise, it is just all the young guys. All of the youth that we have. So we'll figure that out later because there's a lot of talent there. Drysdale's a free agent. Jesus. All right, first and foremost with the goaltenders. Blomqvist is an RFA, as is Nico Dawes. Shesterkin is available, but you guys know how I feel about giving goaltenders money. He had 924 last year, but look at that. Just, there's no way. Goalies just aren't consistent enough in franchise to really make it worth it. You could argue Freddie Anderson at $3 million is not bad. At $3 million for 2 years has an 86, but he is 35 and will probably get worse. Allmark's really not that bad. Kemper's not that bad. Goalies aren't consistent enough IRL. Yeah, the good ones are. You do have Caden Primo out there. Again, Lindbergh. Lindbaum. Guy by the name of Ponikarovsky, who's not even that good. Pisunov. Kervinen's not bad. 70 overall at 20 years old. Definitely considering Anderson or Allmark, but we do have Brochu and company, who aren't that bad. Let's see, and then the RFAs for Blomqvist, who's already a backup, and Dawes will be there soon. Let's go for the best medium fringe. 72 at 21. Hofer's not bad. 77 at 23 in Grand. 78 at 24 for Alnefelt. It's got to be Kervinen. I think we are going to play it safe in goal. Let's bring in a veteran. And it will be Alex Stalock. Bring Stalock in for a year just to be our 5th goalie. Defensively, in terms of RFAs, Ian Mitchell, Riley Walsh, Moser, Gilden. None of these guys are really worth the price. Jacob Slavin's available at $11.5 million. That's unrealistic. He'd never get $11.5 million. Yeah, and Ristolainen wouldn't get 5.1. You know, though, 40 to 50 points, a great defensive defenseman as well. That could be worth it. It could be. Noah Hannafin wants $9 million, up just about 10. He's a legit top 2 defenseman. He is at about the same 40-point pace. Pionk wants 11.6. I'm sure his price will come down. It's a right D. And honestly, we could afford to get him because Doughty went down. Get Pionk super close to having certain X factors. 57 points last year. And then Provy's back out there. His asking price has dropped down to $6 million. But again, $6 million for 35 points. His biggest thing is that he can check. He doesn't really play great defense. Just because Pionk has an offer, though, doesn't mean it'll be accepted. So, and being a playoff ghost is true, yes. You got Lindell as another pure shutdown defenseman. Like, that's literally it. Just he and Pionk, or he and Pellick, could just shut things down. Got Jacob Bryson. Calvin DeHaan, another shutdown defender. Don't really know if we have a go-to here. We might want to wait to see what some of the prices end up being. Pickarainen's out there, who I actually drafted. So somebody let go of him. Might have been Toronto. We'll throw our name into the hat for him. A couple of low 4s who are terrible. Do we have any high 6s? We have a lot of high 6s. Including Adam Wilsby, who is just kind of okay. But honestly, not that bad. I mean, high 6 at 24. I'll probably reach like an 80. Slavin and Pionk are probably the most interesting two right now. I think we just kind of bide our time and wait to see if those prices go down. And then forward-wise, RFAs include our own Tyson Forster and Marco Rossi. You got Nolan Patrick out there, Gabe Velarde, Tessier. None of these guys cost too much, but they are all completely unproven, which is a shame. Yeah, don't know if we could risk it. Alexandrov's only 24. $3 million for him. What would that be in qualifying? Second rounder. No Gunler's available, but he's only a high 9. Honestly, let's just try to get Noel Gunler a raise if we can. Why not? Why not? Same thing for a couple of these guys. Parsonen. Oops. Albin Eriksson. Try to help you guys get paid. I don't expect to get any of you. Ronnie Hirvoden's out there again. Well, let's see what happens. Griva's out there as well. He's turned into a really weird player. But hey, we'll go for it. We'll see what happens. At the very least, these guys get more money. Pasic isn't that good. Man, there's a lot of these guys. Let's just go for it. See what happens. Guys can help fill out this roster. I highly doubt any of them sign, but we'll see what happens. So for UFA forwards, we know that Leon Draisaitl's out there. So is Barzal, Travis Konechny. It's available one more time. You got 87 overall Ix Alafalo asking for $2.7 million. We'd be kind of dumb to not go after somebody like that. So immediately, 1 year at $3 million for an elite defensive third liner. Pacioretty is a decent shout too, yeah. Wanting that $5 million, because you know he's going to score goals. It just depends on how much he declines. Asplin's not that bad. I don't really know if I'd have space for him. Kuznetsov, Toffoli, Arvidsson, Connor Brown, Tom Wilson, Robbie Fabry, get well soon. Kasperi Kapanen, get traded soon. See what's going on, man. God, do we offer the big money to Leon Draisaitl? You know, he's 29. He's still Leon Draisaitl. He is still Leon Draisaitl. Saron Noel's out there. See if we can get him. Eric Smits. I was going to say we drafted him too. I don't know what the hell's going on. AI aren't signing their prospects. Do we have any high nines? Definitely leaning towards picking up Draisaitl. See any interesting high nines? Not really. This guy. Jan Mizak. Of course it's the Mizak. See if we can get him. Alright. We have $44 million in cap space. We are going to pay attention on a daily basis to what is happening with the likes of Slavin, Draisaitl, Pionk. We'll take it day by day. Literally day by day, or at least every couple of days to see what happens. We do get Nick Bergfors. Shout out to Nick Bergfors. We're not going to have the budget to sign other people, though. How dare I play with owner mode on? What a terrible mistake. Terrible. I simmed an extra day, but I didn't mean to. Staylock signs, Smits. Let's go look at free agency. Okay, still no offers for Draisaitl or Slavin. Pionk has 2 teams interested. Still can't imagine he'll sign for a while. And Matt Barzal's out there as well. I don't know. Yeah, 50 to 60 point guy. Yeah, what's happening? And I'd love to bring back Travis Konechny. He's a 60-point guy, but $10 million bucks. It's like shit. Just pay the extra $3 to $4 million to get Draisaitl. So we're gonna wait this out. Some dominoes should fall here. We get Dupont as a scout. Pekarainen's back. Noel, Mizak, Pitlick. We don't know yet. Colangelo. All right. So yeah, some of these other guys are just outright staying with their teams, which is fine. Wanted to make sure that they, got the money they deserved. Kervinen and goal signs. Gotta play it day by day. Same thing. No offers for Slade. Draisaitl's already down to $11 million. Interesting. This would bring him to age 35. I think we keep waiting. We keep waiting. I follow signs for $3 million. That's a steal and a half. Steal and a half. All right, Draisaitl. Ooh, now Draisaitl has an offer. $6 years, $12 million. He started at 13, if not 14 million. So we cut $2 million off the price. 12 million, 6 years. Leon Draisaitl. Let's see what happens. Also, Neil Pionk is gone. So we will keep an eye out on Slavin. But Pionk did get the big money deal, which is kind of surprising. Right-hand side might end up being a little bit weak this season. It depends. Shit, we could even go out and sign Brent Burns. Bring 40-year-old Brent Burns to Philly. I don't hate that idea. Shit, Victor Berglund's still out there, too. All right. So Albin Eriksson will stay with Dallas. Pasic will stay with New Jersey. All right, cool. We basically helped all those RFAs get contracts. Burns and Doughty on the same team. Still keeping an eye out for Slavin, though. A third team has gotten involved for Draisaitl. We're going to have to keep waiting. But we're waiting to see. We know we got the money for Slavin. We just want that asking price to keep dropping. Barzal would be great too, but he's also a first-line center, so we got to prioritize Draisaitl. Pacioretty has dropped to nearly $5 million, and I know he's older. But if he'll accept a one-year deal of $5 million, we'll take Max Pacioretty too. That's too good to pass up on. Still no answer from Leon. I'm worried. Still no offers for Slavin. Barzell's still hanging around. Got Arvidsson. Guys like Arvidsson, Toffoli, Fabry. I mean, these guys really aren't asking for much. We should get an answer from Leon right now. Well, we don't get to keep Austin Matthews, but we do get Leon Draisaitl on a pretty damn good contract. I'll take that. I will take that. The Dupe-Seitel. We just added Leon Draisaitl. 6 years, $12 million. That's a steal. That's an absolute steal. It's going to cause a shakeup in this team, but this is what we were hoping to have with Austin Matthews before he elected to not stay. A bona fide number one center who can put up 100-plus points, and that is now what we have one more time here. Still waiting to hear from Pacioretty. In terms of goaltenders, I think we're just going to run with the youth, to be honest. There aren't bad options to go after there, but at the same time, goaltending is so fucking unimportant in franchise compared to what it should be. Tom Bomb, hello. Nedeljkovic is not... In real life, Nedeljkovic is worth $6 million. In this game, no. Like, no goalie is worth any money. Why pay someone $6 million to put up a 918 when I could pay someone $1 million to put up a 918? It's just not worth it. I wish good goalies were worth it. They're just not consistent enough. All right, there's another team in on Pacioretty. We're still keeping an eye on Slavin. Man, we still haven't gotten an answer from Pacioretty. It's been a few days, too. Still nobody in on Slavin. It's great news. Ooh, Pacioretty goes to Nashville instead. Huh. That actually kind of sucks. I wanted him. Well, damn. That is unfortunate. God, he got Toffoli, Asplund. Try to bring back Tom Wilson after he didn't want to come here earlier. Honestly, a one-year deal for Calvin DeHaan as another shutdown defenseman is not the worst idea in the world. We have that money to spend. And if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, Doughty did go down to third pair. I think maybe we splash a little bit of cash for Calvin DeHaan. Hope he can stay healthy. He can play that right-hand side. We'll give him the Pacioretty contract. We have plenty of money to pull this off. Let's see what happens. Still nobody in on Slavin. He is almost down under 11 mil. DeHaan does sign in Philadelphia, which is fantastic. Now I should sign Risto for 5 years. Slavin is still the big fish. Guzzi, Asplund, Toffoli. Of course, Fabry's out there. You know, Tom Wilson is a flyer. It would make some sense. It would make some sense. You got Cappy, whose greatest thing is just the speed. Marchessault still has the speed, even though his play driving's fallen off, like the offensive awareness has fallen off a little bit. Just double checking for gold X factors. Connor Sherry still has decent shooting for a third liner. My roster's on PS4 as well. They are not. They are only available on Series S and Series X. Unfortunately. No cross-plat, no cross-gen. The biggest downside to roster sharing finally getting into the game. Oh, it's a shame. It really is. Alright. Slavin, are you finally going to get an offer? He's holding pretty firm at that asking price. Endo Mills, hello, sir. Still no offers for Slavin. We've almost made it through the entire month at this point. Still no offers. And his asking price hasn't dropped. Let's keep waiting it out here. There we go. Okay, he's below 11 million now. The longer this goes, the better. No doubt about it. The longer he holds out, the better. He now only wants a 3-year deal as well. A little bit nervous about paying him as much money as I am, but... Woo! Oh, we might have to jump a 1-year deal, 9.6. We might have to jump at that. We do have the cash. Let's jump. 1 year, 10 million for Slavin. Actually, you know? Well, damn, no, we can't lowball him because if someone else joins in, we're screwed. I'll do 1 year, 10 million. He's good offensively, but he also has the great defense. I'm aware of my RFAs. I know it's cut off. I have $27.8 million in cap space. My RFAs aren't going anywhere. We got Draisaitl. We got Slavin. The two big fish free agents. We got them both. With $18.8 million left in cap space. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Funny thing is, Nedeljkovic is still out there. We could just sign him to a 1-year deal just to see what the hell happens. It's not the worst idea in the world. I don't trust goalies in this game at all. But it could happen. Defense. Alright, let's do it. Woo! All the money, baby. He's big. He's Nordic. He hits a lot. Yeah, fuck off. Come on now. Jesus Christ. Forward-wise. Man, these guys aren't looking for any money. Let's double-check the roster real quick. Let's double-check the roster real quick. Just to see where we stand. Just to see. So goalie-wise, without Nedeljkovic, we are looking at Brochu and Holt. With Kervinen and Anderson in the AHL, Stalock as a depth option. It's a lot to trust Brochu and Holt, but at the same time, why the hell not? Defensively, ooh, this defense is looking sexy. It's looking sexy, I tell you. So this defense, we now have Slavin. It's our top lefty next to Ryan Ellis. We then have Mr. Pellick next to Calvin DeHaan. And our lefty next to Drew Doughty on the third pair will either be Millman, Pikkarainen, or Emil Andre. So we're good on defense. Noah Warren's a right D. We do need another depth right defenseman or two. We do need another 2 depth right defensemen, which means I actually might sign Risto for the memes. I actually might. He's one of the best options. See, Emberson's there, who we had last year. Ooh, Hunter Skinner's only 24. Connor Corcoran, we had Chisholm last year. Oh, that's good. Ooh, Erica Branson. Somebody signed Berglund, which is pretty nice. So in terms of future, Skinner and Corcoran are likely the best. In terms of memes, it's Ristolainen and Eric Branson. I'm gonna go with the memes. You might be shocked by that. I'm going with the memes. Good Branson, Risto. Oh, that defense is gonna punch some faces. Oh man, look at like Boltman and Jack Thompson though. They're both looking pretty good too. They're both looking pretty good too, in case we wanted to get more right-handed shots in there. Boltman is a Calgary draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. And Jack Thompson, I think, is with Minnesota. Former Sudbury Wolf. Tampa. Tampa. All right. So we're looking good there. Our defense is pretty much set. We might have to move out a couple of players. What about the forwards? Fuck. Yeah, we're going to have to wait. Maybe. Oh, man. All right, what do we got? What do we got? 3 first liners. So the first line is set. The first line is set. Tkachuk, Draisaitl, and Farabee. That is gross. Second line, Rossi or Forster will be dealt. We just have so much young talent. And that's the question. How much of the young talent get to play? Jake the Snake! What's going on? I trust you. Foley does still have the gold skates. Fabry does still have a pretty good shot and good skating. Benson shockingly developed. I don't know how, though. He pretty much only has good skating. Should the Canucks do with JT Miller? Fucking keep him. I don't understand any, like, discussion over trading him. Tom Wilson for shits and gigs. A lot of teams are interested. I'll throw my name into the hat. At the very least. Some other guys I am also interested in, but I gotta wait to see what happens in our other negotiations. But Leon Draisaitl now a Flyer. Tom Wilson signed immediately. Good Branson signs. Risto. Apparently I have a full roster for Thompson, but Jake Boltman signed. Let's sim. Let's sim. And see what this team might end up looking like.